Hello everyone, welcome back. Finally I'm going to be able to play Little Nightmares 2. I have been having the worst of problems with my recording and it not recognising my mic or not recognising the desktop audio. I finally think I've sorted this, so I'm going to give it a go. I can't actually edit my voice from the video anymore because of the way the recording softwares are working. So it's going to be one take, and if I make any mistakes, well, I'll have to try and put some censorship over it. Not that I'm going to be that bad, but let's get right into it. Little Nightmares 2, we're going to start fresh, and I'll explain why in a moment. Okay, and we're in. I'm going to do my best not to talk during the cinematics, just in case you miss something important. I am going to go ahead and put the default hat on for now. Actually, we'll put the one we get with the DLC on. There's a few that I haven't found yet, but there's a few that I have found, and I'll explain where they are throughout the journey we're going now. I'll also show you to the best of my ability where all the collectibles are, although I might miss a few because I'm not sure where they all are yet either. This level I do know where they all are though. Now I know we already did this sort of demo level previously on the channel, but actually that was only part of the level and there's a bit more to it. So we're going to redo this right from the beginning so no one misses anything. You get this helmet as part of the Digital Deluxe edition, and I don't think you can get it elsewhere. Oh good, yeah, I remember this now. All the creepy dead bodies in the first area, first chapter. Kind of reminds me of Pinocchio, this little hat. I don't know what it's supposed to be, like why this wooden helmet with a little sprout coming out of it. Oh, we've got to remember to jump there. Sometimes I let myself get killed by these traps just to see if there's like a secret achievement to being silly or something. In some games like you have to deliberately try all methods before you get all the achievements. Oops. I've been tweaking the recording settings as well to try and get the absolute best quality out of my videos, so hopefully that will show in this. Shortly we'll be coming up to the first location for the glitching children. I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're like shadows, like ghosts, and they're all glitchy. And when you try to go up to them, it's like he tries to grab them or hook them, and then they go a little bit crazy from there. There are 4 in this level, and there are 2 hats. One of the hats is really super easy to miss. Now I have actually played the game up until the school level, just so I could see what the game was like. I'm not going to go any further than that. Now this is the first hat location, Now this is the first glitching child location. Now this one is, I missed this so many times. So actually just continue going to the right here and there it is. Now here we stood around about here, in front of this corpse, whoever's been buried. You can see some feet sticking out there. Not exactly sure who's been buried here, but what the kids signify. They seem to be kind of random. The kids do. Got stuck on something there. But that's the first location. So let's now go up. Now if you've played this level once already and you've unlocked the Hunter's Hat, if you complete the level from beginning to end, whilst wearing his hat, you'll get like a trophy, like an achievement for doing so. I always pick up the blue shoe. I don't know why. It's a massive shoe. Alright. We'll very shortly be coming up to the second location of the glitching child. Also, if you get through this area without being caught by the traps, you'll get another achievement. Unfortunately, once you have the achievements in this, even if you do a new game, you can't get them again to like show people, and the glitching children don't show up. So the glitching children I've already found are going to be invisible for you guys. Now this is the second location. This one is also very easy to miss. Just go behind the log and then go in, and there's one stood right here behind this mouse or whatever this is. I mean, it'd be a pretty big rat, wouldn't it? But yes, another one stood here. That'd be a second glitching child. Now you're going to need the stick. Now you can use the stick to clear the leaves to make sure there aren't any there. But there is one just here. I've missed that a few times and I've got myself caught. Same here as well, actually. Just chuck a couple in, doesn't really matter how many. There we go. On here. If you successfully get there, you'll get the achievement. Okay, back into the creepy house. I have to say, I've not missed this place. We'll be coming up to our first hat location in a moment. I'm trying not to make these videos collectible videos, but I want to include them at least. There's also another missable achievement just for doing this. Oh, there we go. I actually got it this time. I must not have done this in the game, but did it in the demo. So just open up what's in the box. It's a reference to the old film 7. Your first hat location would be in this little room here, and it's going to be right in the middle of this carpet, and it's the hunter's hat that you'd be getting from that. No point going to the right yet. Got to go downstairs first. I sure hope the quality of this video comes out nicely. And you've got to break the girl out here. She's like sort of locked in here. The knife breaks no matter what, but I tried to grab it anyway just so you can see what you would normally do if you were playing this for the first time, because that's exactly what I did. I'm pretty sure everyone went for the knife first. This is actually the tune from the first game, if you remember it. There we go. She's like, nope. Psych. You see by the markings on the wall that she's been in here a very long time. You can also see a little gnome there on the finger painting, chalk painting, and actually the candle here is a reference to the first game as well, because you lit the candles and the little lanterns for checkpoints. Guy's back in the house. So I wonder if this is his family. It's so creepy. Like, she's got no face, just skin. He's missing his entire neck, and the son's got something hanging out of his eye socket. It's so creepy. There's one thing the company that make this game do right is setting the scene. I love this. It's where we get introduced to the sort of co-op aspect of this. You can't play online with anyone, but you can play with this little girl. If you bought the digital deluxe version, there's a little bit of a extra little secret up here. I'll show you in just a moment. So you've got to do this bit first, get the little crank off of this stuffed dude. I wasn't supposed to do that. So I wonder if I can actually chuck this down so I don't fall over. Alright. Normally that grabs on, that was a little weird. So what will happen here is, as you're about to escape, a little friend will pop out. Now this guy was not in the demo. And if you follow him, you actually unlock a special hat. Let's go and follow him. He's a little shit, this guy. He's constantly duping you. Let's get a shoe launched out there. So he's actually going to follow us with his little lit match there. So we've got to kind of lead him round the back, and then sort of keep going. Bring the trolley over. He'll get on that. And then we just keep going, and he's going to lead the way, and he's going to light it up for us in a moment. So once you're in here, you've got to turn the lights on. There's actually a little bit of another Easter egg coming up in a moment, which I'll explain in a second. So when you come down here for the first time, you can't see it because on mine, he already runs away. But what happens is there's actually there's a little hat here, but it looks like a gnome. So you go up to it and you're like, oh, I'm going to hug this gnome, you know, like from the first game. But he doesn't. He just picks up the hat instead, and you unlock this hat, which is, of course, a gnome hat, which is also pretty cool. My favourite's actually the hunter hat, so I'm going to put that back on for now. And he would have, at this point, ran away down here. And we just follow him. If you're not careful or paying attention, you can actually miss the hat altogether. And then we're back here. So we've got the key, we've got the special hat, we've got, what have we got so far? Two of the collectibles and one hat so far. So we're pretty much on track here. Now the next one is coming up right now, actually. I'm going to go over here, and she's going to help us up. Now I've actually missed this one, so you're about to see it for the first time. There we go. And there's a glitching child. And that only came up because that's all of them from this act. However, there is another one that you could quite easily miss at the end by not realising what it is. If you don't sneak during this bit, he will get you for sure. What I actually noticed is this guy's been stuffing things, but actually his arm is filled with stuffing itself, which is really strange. See there, his arm's like almost hanging off, which is really weird because I thought he was a human. Perhaps he is partly human, but he's definitely tried to stuff his own arm. He's also only got one eye hole, which I still, to this day, find a little strange. So all we've got to do here is get ourselves in the grass. Now you can still die during this bit, so you've got to be super careful. You want to head off to the right as soon as possible because he will shoot down that hole. I've got to kill this guy first, but I think the next hat is coming up. Now we get to learn about cooperative jumps. And believe it or not, we can make this. So your second hat would be up here in this cage. There's a dead body up there that was wearing it, and actually the hat is like a leather raincoat hat. So we go up here. Oh, I've done that a little bit wrong. Let's do that again. And then do a backwards jump. Oh. I made that the first time, no problems. So let's try that again. I think I let go of my left click there. I did. So what we've got to do, go up here, jump a few times. And this person will be wearing a yellow hat, which is this one. It's like a raincoat hat. We're going to keep the Hunter's one on for now. I like that one. Now we're going to have to fight this guy again. I actually got caught on some of the rubble there. And I've died. Whoops. Alright, let's do that again. And not get caught on the rubble here. And you've got to time this well, because if you go too quickly or too slowly, he will hit you. You want him to hit this TV. Alright, let's go for it. You can also see around his sort of waist area that he's also got stuff leaking out of there. I didn't notice that before. Now for this bit, he doesn't really look backwards. You pretty much just go forwards, and then you're going to go underneath this piece of wood here. And while you're in the water, you can sort of do control and go underneath for a bit more of a stealthy approach. Okay, now this part we're going to have to do a little bit of diving, but also a little bit of moving at the same time. I'm not sure how he saw me there, I wasn't actually peeking. As soon as you get past like the halfway mark of this log, he'll move to a different location. This next bit can actually be a little difficult because you've got to pick up this thing in a certain way. Let's just put it that way. You'll see in a second. Like that. Right, go into the shed. So you've got to grab the gun, and that'll fall off, but you've got to go the other side of it, otherwise it doesn't work. I failed this a few times. So go this side, and then pick it up. And that's the end of Sackman, and also bringing us to a close on chapter 1. But not just yet. I'm going to get a pretty cool sort of intro in a second. Oops. There's a common theme that plays in this so far. For the first 2 chapters, I found there was a lot of TVs around. I don't really know the story behind that yet, but I'm sure we're going to get there towards the end of this one. Going to be greeted with one of the most awesome shots ever, with some really cool music in just a second, so I'm going to be quiet until we reach the other side. I think that is the coolest intro I've ever seen. It was just, that's towering buildings and the music, it was just incredible. You can also grab the girl's hand and bring her quicker if she's not going in the right direction. Now your 4th and final glitched child location is actually right here next to this TV. He stood around about here. When you play this you'll see what I mean, but he stood around about here and he's looking at the TV screen. But that is actually the end of chapter 1, so we'll go through this door and that'll be it. And that's it, chapter 1 complete, so I'll join you next in chapter 2. Thank you so much for watching everybody, and tune in next time. Bye bye.